and welcome to a shopping vlog, haul and guide. It's like a hybrid. Today I'm going to be talking you through all the places that I visited in Orlando, my favorite shops. There's some vlog clips including our time at the outlets and in Disney Springs, and of course a haul amongst it all, because I truly shop till I dropped. I love going shopping in Orlando, and we actually dedicated a day to it. We were only there a week, and one of those days was purely to go to the shops. So if you're new around here, hi, I'm Brogan. I make travel, home and lifestyle vlogs, and with my husband Benji, we love going out to Orlando and make Disney and Universal vlogs. So make sure you subscribe and check those out, linked down below. I have put all the bags on the floor so we can go through everything, but there are so many options in terms of outlets and malls, and I think over time we've established what our favorite stores are, and before we left we made a priority list of the places that we really wanted to hit up. So I'm going to run you through what that looked like and where to go, and in the description I will have the exact addresses for the individual places that we went to. I'm going to break it down for you. I really want this video to be not just a haul. I'm obviously going to show you everything I bought, but I want you to be able to feel confident if you're going to Florida on where you want to go, how best to navigate things, and how to slot it into your schedule. So before we go out to Florida, like I say, we have a conversation about the kind of things we need and want, the kind of shops we want to go to, and our luggage allowance. Obviously you can pay for extra luggage, but we packed strategically enough that our cases were half empty. We did discuss hiring a car because we thought that could be easier with having the shopping bags in the boot of the car, but we looked at the cost of car hire and parking and then tolls and gas, and we thought it was quite expensive. It ended up being about $300 or $400 total, including the parking was like $36 a night. So we just decided, no, let's just use Lyft. Lyft was our preferred one because when we got to the airport, Uber was way more expensive than Lyft, and so I just ended up using Lyft the whole week. And I did some maths. I went through my bank account, I totaled up, so we spent £262.99. That includes our journey to and from the airport, all the tipping I did for all the drivers, our journey from Epic to the Hard Rock, and then Hard Rock to Disney, and then of course all the shopping. So we went to Disney Springs, PinHQ, Barnes & Noble, Target, and the Orlando International Outlets. It was quite a few journeys. Obviously you have to factor in that time for waiting for a car to pick you up rather than just being able to get in the car and go again. So that did make our shopping days, you know, shorter in terms of how much time we had, but we knew exactly where we wanted to go. So this made a big difference when it came to deciding. Let's start with Disney, because I know a lot of you love Disney as much as I do. And let's start with Disney Springs, because this is the shopping place to be. And I loved going here before we did our Disney day. It was so wonderful to see everything in the shops, because they do have different things in the parks sometimes, but you kind of get everything in one place. Disney Springs doesn't just have Disney stores, they have a bunch of other brands. It's not an outlet, but it is a great place to spend an afternoon. There are loads of lovely places to eat and have drinks, live music. Disney Springs in itself could be a whole day for you, but for us we just did an evening here, and there are so many shops that I love. So starting with Disney specific stores, there's this like one area in the back corner that I love, and we actually got our Lyft to drop us off in that corner. It's like the marketplace, I believe. So we just had our Uber drop us off at the marketplace. This is the back entrance to Disney Springs, which has more of the shops that we want, so that's handy. This is where you'll find the Days of Christmas store, the World of Disney store, which is like the main big one. This can get very overwhelming and busy and overstimulating, I'm not gonna lie. The pin trading store, which is like a little open plan hut. I really like it there, obviously, because I collect pins. Trend, which is a really gorgeous shop where they have loads of stony clover, very cute, girly, pretty things is how I describe it. Like the merch here is amazing. I don't need any more ears, but look at these.
Don't need any more, but if you did, they'd be them. How frigging cool are those? Figment's had a real resurgence for us, hasn't he?
I mean, we like the merch, we just don't like the ride, sorry. I love this so much, it's stony clover.
Turn around, do a spin. Very nice.
Isn't it
gorgeous colours.
Look at the patches. I'm not buying it.
Love, don't need.
and then the Co-op Marketplace, which kind of leads in from Trend. They blend together. So loads of great Disney places. You've also got Disney Style, which is another very similar store, but it's on the other side of Disney Springs. I can pretty much find everything I need and want in this one little corner. It's by the Rainforest Cafe. You really can't miss it. And then you've got all your other stores. So there were places like Vera Bradley. I loved. I went to go see their ski collection. So cute. Uniqlo has some Disney exclusive things, so we do like shopping there sometimes. Sephora is also here, which is where I picked up some beauty bits. And then outside of actually shopping, we do like to eat in Disney Springs. Our favorite restaurant is Morimoto Asia. They have beautiful sushi and cocktails, some of the best cocktails we've ever had here. Orange chicken was delicious. We actually sat at the bar upstairs, had a really nice view, chatted to the sushi chefs and had really good service. We love it here, like a perfect date night. And then we also always go to Gideon's Cookies. I feel like everyone knows what Gideon's is. You'll see a queue outside. It will look a bit intimidating, but we've never really waited longer than like 20 minutes and it's so worth it. Make Gideon's a priority on your shopping list because those cookies are to die for. I would recommend getting 6 and sharing one each and have them throughout your trip and then bring some home too, but they only last a certain amount of time. You can freeze them, but they'll be gone anyway. You'll love them. I prefer the original one or the Oreo cookie. I think it's literally called Cookies and Cream. They're the best in my opinion, but they are amazing and I'm so sad that we didn't have more because they didn't last that long. Without further ado, let's dive into what I got in Disney, not just Disney Springs, but on our 4 parks 1 day challenge, which you should definitely go and watch that vlog. This is everything that I bought, which is wild. Now I'm looking at it. I did have a jolly. Let's start with my favorite thing I bought. This is a Stony Clover jumbo crossbody bag. I love a crossbody. I can get my camera, my phone easily, and I obviously have a husband, Benji, who carries everything else in his rucksack. And this was on the higher end of like $200, so a big investment piece, but I just know I'm gonna get loads of love and use out of it. I do wish it had some like inner pockets, but it's beautiful. The design is amazing because I can use it across parks because it's actually like a Main Street inspired one. In fact, if I show you the back, you can see the Mickeys and the trolley carts, the popcorn, the Mickey hats, the balloons, the fireworks. I absolutely love it. This is one of my most favorite bags I own. I'm gonna be honest with you, I have bought cheaper, like dupe versions from Etsy, from small sellers, and the quality is just not there, and the amount of times I'm using it and unzipping it, I need something really good and sturdy. So that's why it was worth the investment to me. I actually already own a plain black version that I use so much on all my travels, so I just knew that I would get a lot of use out of this when we go to Disney. But not just Disney, I can use this in the UK too, it's so pretty. On that bag, I hung some keychains. So I have quite the collection going on here, and it was a bit noisy in all honesty, so I tried to keep it together to show you. First thing I got was little Marie as a purse pal. I love these. She is just on like a normal keychain, so I would prefer if it was a clippy clip, but I think she's so cute and she matched the design of the bag perfectly. I love this brand. It's called the Little Words Project, and they had this keychain. It is, I will say, annoying, that jingly jangly, but it's a Mickey with a little oh boy sort of friendship bracelet style keychain. I just thought this was so cute as well. I think it was around $20 or $30. I tried to keep all the tags, but they just say like teal on the back, which is not very helpful. I'm so happy to have this. It's so cute. I can hang this on like any of my bags. Just have to get used to that jingling. This next item was an insanely generous gift from a viewer called Marie. I met her in the airport. She was on the same flight as me going home, and when we went to say goodbye, she gave me one of these necklaces. I nearly cried. This is basically the Disney Parks collaboration with a brand called Girls Crew, and it is a Walt Disney World necklace. Is this not the most beautiful thing? It was $65, so Marie, thank you so much. It was so generous and sweet of her. The detail in it is beautiful. All the little gems. I love it. They basically had a pop-up like trunk show in Hollywood Studios that I didn't get a chance to get to, so thank you so much. I'm so grateful for this. I don't know if they have a permanent space in Walt Disney World right now, but keep an eye out because their jewelry is so stunning. They have like earrings and loads of other designs, but yeah, this is a bit of me. You may have seen in the vlog that I picked up 3 new pens for my collection. I have shown my pen collection before. It's on my bookcase. These to me are so nostalgic and so much fun. I don't use them for writing. I just have a whole pot of them that I collect. They're $9.99 each. And as you can see, I got Marie, Winnie the Pooh, and Lightning McQueen. These were the first things I started collecting from Disney so long ago, and I love that they've been bringing them back. So 3 new ones to my collection. Had to pick up a Rice Krispie treat M&M's one in the packet. Honestly, the fresh ones are best, but I did just get one for myself when I was waiting in the queue in Epcot. I thought I have to go home with a Rice Krispie treat. So I'm very excited that I found this because I forgot I had it. We always like to pick a Christmas decoration from our trips, and this one had personalization. This is Jack and Gus from Cinderella. I hope you can see, but it says 2025 on his t-shirt here, which is so very precious. I absolutely love this. We've really started leaning into the Disney decorations that are really festive, and I just know that that's going to look so adorable on our tree. In terms of clothes, I got some really cute things. I'm so happy about these. Okay, so the first t-shirt is this pink one. This is the design on the front, the castle with a bow. It's got actual like sparkly bits on it. Can you see? I don't know. And then the back, is this not the most pretty Disney tee? I love it. Anything with bows on it is just a bit of me at the moment, and I love all the nods to the Disney princesses. This was $34.99. This t-shirt was also $34.99, and look at the design. It's so cute and Christmassy with the baubles, says Walt Disney World. I really loved this colour. It just felt so comfy on. Such nice designs. They've really upped their game when it comes to the merch. I had to get this one as well. And then if you watched our 4 Parks One Day challenge, you'll know I got to Epcot. It was absolutely freezing and I had to buy a jumper. So I got this turquoisey green Walt Disney World Daisy one. It was definitely out of necessity, that's the word I'm looking for. It's quite long and baggy. I can put it on with leggings just for like working at home, but I can also wear this in any of the Disney parks. Just because it says Walt Disney World on it doesn't mean I wouldn't wear it in Disneyland Paris. I love the colour of this. I don't have a jumper in this like green. Some of you might know that I collect pins. I have four boards of Disney from all around the world, including parks, festivals, hotels, favourite characters, literally a bit of everything. And they had an offer where if you topped up a gift card with $125, you got a pin included. So we did that because I knew I was buying the bag and the clothes. So I got 3 pins, which is very exciting that they were included in the gift card thing. So we put the money on the gift card and then spent them straight away. Does that make sense? They did have a 4th one, which I can't remember for the life of me what it was. I think it was Stitch, but I only wanted these ones, so I got those. In the Disney Character Warehouse, so this is actually going into the outlets, so we'll come back to that. I did buy a starter pack of pins for 2025, which I traded with, and I think these were like $12 or $14 for the pack, which made them individually a really good price. So I did trade with those. I got these pins in the outlet Character Warehouse. They were like $5.99, I think, from memory. I got 2 Christmas ones. This one is actually on the Disney Store UK right now, but I loved this Walt Disney World one too. So 2 Christmassy. This is Benji's favourite ride, Rock and Roller Coaster, and we did it on his birthday, and it's changing to the Muppets soon, so we wanted to have that. I was born in 1994, so I had to have this one, 90s chick or duck. So cute. I very rarely see Brother Bear pins, and we love Coda and we love the movie, and we went to Canada recently and all of it just reminded me of them, so I got this double pack of pins. And lastly, Mickey, Goofy and Donald dressed as the Dapper Dans. This is such a nice pin. We have a lot more to talk about when it comes to pins because I went to an actual specific pin store, but more on that a little bit later. That was everything Disney, I think. I did get some things at Sephora and Gideon's that were also in Disney Springs, but I want to move on to Universal next because I feel like we're in like theme park world here. And we went to Epic Universe, which was amazing. Spent 2 days there, so definitely go and watch our vlog from that. The first most expensive big item I bought was this Wicked candle. It's in collaboration with this brand that I've actually never heard of, and I looked online and you can actually buy it in the UK. It's one of those items that I saw it and smelt it and then I just couldn't stop thinking about it. It smells just like Flight of Passage in Avatar World of Pandora. It's divine. I don't know how I'm gonna burn this. This is the best candle I've ever bought in my life. This actually like makes me happy. Do you know what I mean when I say that? So this is the lid. So once you've burnt it, you could use it as a gorgeous jar. But I also saw when I was looking at it online that it goes upside down and stands up like so. Oh, I love it. If you're my friend Bianca, please skip along because this is a gift for you, well, for baby. But some of you might know my friend Bianca is pregnant with her first baby and she loves all things Nintendo. She really got me into playing back on my Nintendo Switch and she loves Zelda and Mario, and I know she's got the like star cushion in her baby room ready for the new baby, and we are the friends that gift our friends when they're having a baby a Mickey Mouse. We get their first Mickey or Minnie. They're not massive Disney people, they're more Nintendo, so Benji suggested that instead of getting them their first Mickey, we got baby his first Yoshi. So we did buy a Yoshi plush and he was $35. I'm so excited because I think it's the most perfect little gift. I did, however, get myself a little Yoshi because I saw they had a pink version. It's a lot smaller than the big main one. This one was $22 and I actually wanted the keychain because I bought the green keychain on my trip in April, but they didn't have any in stock. So when I saw they just had the pink little mini plush, I thought he'd look so cute on my bookcase, which is mostly pink. A lot of the room here is pink. Now let's move on to all the like little bits in this bag. I bought the Welcome to Oz Wicked lanyard because they were out of stock of this on our last trip. So as soon as I saw it, I bought it. I always wear and use a lanyard when we're in Universal for our express passes, our room key, our annual pass. As you can see, it's all in here. So I did want the Wicked Oz lanyard. Speaking of Wicked, I also got this notebook. I nearly bought the mug in this design, but I don't need any more mugs. I don't really need any more notebooks either, but I love this. It was $20 and oh, it feels nice. Look at the first page. There's like gold foiling down the side as well. If only I was enrolling at Shiz University and I could do my "There you go, Linda, you are just too good." Oh, I forgot we got little Toad. I actually clipped him back on the tag to show you, but we had this hanging on Benji's bag during our time at Universal. He was $16 and Benji is the chef in our house, and I just thought this was so adorable because he's got a little shopping list on his hand and then he's got a little pot and pan hanging off the top with a little chef hat. That is so precious. I absolutely love it. So we did get him. We got a Christmas decoration from Universal. The Grinch is one of my all-time favorite Christmas films ever. This is actually a Jim Shaw design. Yeah, it's just the Grinch sticking his little head around the corner of this wreath. This was $35. They had a really good collection. Finally, from Universal, we have all the pins I got there too. So first one, this happy birthday pin was from the Hard Rock Hotel, $18.50. It was Benji's birthday when we were there, so I thought that'd be a good keepsake. We had our final meal at Bubba Gum, so I had to get this one. It was only $12. A collection of Wicked pins. This one was $15 and you got 3 pins. This one was $12 and it glows in the dark of Elphaba. I love their collection of Wicked pins. I already got a few last trip, so I'm excited to add these. This was our first ride on our first day in Donkey Kong Country. It's the Minecart Madness and it was $15. I love it. It's actually like, you know, quite a nice material. I don't know how to describe that. Mario Kart is my favorite game and I had to have this. There's actually like 4 individual pins here. It was $20. I wish Disney did more like this where you get like a little collection, and I like that they're not too big because pins are getting bigger and bigger. I got a couple of mystery pin boxes and I also bought Wave A and Wave B Disney pin hidden Mickey packs as well, so you can go and watch the vlog if you want to see those. I have some on my pin trading board which I'll show you, but I did pick up a couple of mystery packs in Universal as well. The first was this one, which is a Yoshi mystery set. These are all the different Yoshis that you can get. I was so happy with the pins that we pulled. You got 2 inside this pack, so I got an orange and a green one. They are so cute. And then I also got the Grinch set, and I actually got a chaser pin in here, which was very exciting. These were the choices. So I got the Grinch, which was the one I wanted, like that. And then I also got the chaser. Look. How cute! Obviously it's Mary Lou Who and Max, the little dog. I'm very happy with the pins I pulled from those little packs. It was very exciting. Seeing as we've just done a load of pins, we might as well talk about PinHQ. This was basically my dream. I will show you on screen what it looks like now, but essentially it is founded by some siblings. They are the creators of the pin folio boards. You will know and recognize these if you've seen my vlogs and seen me pin trading. trading. They are the best boards that you can use for your trades, and if you're in the UK you can actually buy from a website called Stupins, so I'll leave them linked below. But my mission was to get a new Pinfolio board, but the store's got hundreds of pins and they are all authentic, and I didn't know how it worked in terms of shopping there, so I'm going to give you the insight because I couldn't find this information before I went. So there are two ways that you can essentially shop in the store. The first way is what I call the poster boards, because they remind me of when you were in HMV, you could like flick through those massive poster boards, you know what I mean, back in the day. So they have them where you can literally go through and scour whatever you want and pull them from the board and put them in your little basket, and at the bottom of the basket it has color coded prices, and on the back it matches the pin, tells you how much it is. So that's how you know how much you're spending. In terms of prices, they were slightly higher than I thought they might be in terms of the fact they are second-hand pins, if you like, but there is a lot of value in pins and pin trading, so I did go in with quite a big budget to spend, and I wanted to find some that I really loved that I hadn't seen or hadn't been able to get. They do have some like open editions on these boards that you can get in Disney now, some that date back like 10, 20, 25 years of like pin trading. The second way you can shop is via their locked boards. How it worked is if you wanted a pin that was in a locked boxed board, you got a little box that the staff members put behind the till and they pop your name on it. If you found a pin you liked, you just told them which one you wanted, gave them your name, they pull it from the board, lock it up again and put it in your box behind the till. Essentially you end up with your basket and your box behind the till, and then you pay for everything in one. Does that make sense? It was amazing. I was there for over an hour. We did like a mystery pin game thing too. It was so much fun. I cannot wait to go back in the future. It was a little bit further out than anything else. If you're coming from Disney, it might take you around half an hour. From Universal, it took us about 20 minutes. So it was the first store we went to on our shopping day, so that we got that over with first thing, and there is nothing else in the area. It's a little bit random, and our Uber took us to the wrong place, so double check the location and don't put PinHQ in your Uber or Lyft. Put the actual location in, if I can give you any advice. So the boring thing first, I bought some of these bigger boards because I have so many pins now. I want to have some that I keep just in a drawer, like that don't go on the wall, that I have for potentially future trading or future sales, or just like some that I have lying around that are miscellaneous. These boards are also quite good when I go to the parks, but you get two in a pack, and I just got the grey. I got a new Pinfolio. I have a big version which I love, but I wanted something smaller, more compact, that I can take to Disneyland Paris, and this is perfect. It actually matches my other one that I have, but the front sleeve is clear, so you can have like some of your favorites on display, and then inside it looks like this. So I actually took some out on our Disney day and put them on my other little board which I got from Stupins. I find this easier for like a quick Disney pin trading day. Because I was only carrying my little bum bag, I just had this. So yeah, I've got a whole like collection of actual boards before I show you the pins themselves, but this is what I'm going to be using in Disneyland Paris. And then I obviously bought the pins that I had on display, so they gave me some extra like green ones, and this is how they give you the pins that you buy. I would say most of the pins on this board I traded for, or I had ready to trade. This Alice I got on a board, but it was from the Disney Character Warehouse. I'm not sure if this is authentic, but I liked it anyway. And again, the Lilo and Stitch, that was from the pin trading pack I said, and then the rest of them I think we traded for. We've got a few others on the back here, some that I already had. Some of you told me that my bubble wand is a chaser, I think, this one down here, and maybe my castle too. They're the ones I pulled from my hidden Disney Wave A Wave B pack. We got a Disney D, another bubble wand, so many cute ones there. I love this little mini up here. These are some of the others left over in this pack. So this was another one I got from my Wave A maybe pack, and the ear hairband. And then again I got some more of these from the Character Warehouse. I think I bought two, but then I traded one as well. A couple of these I already owned, and then there's some random ones in here. I did trade for this Peter Pan, found him on a board, and also this Minnie. I thought she was so cute, so I wanted to keep her. Then let's talk about the pins that I bought. These are the first two pins. This is red from the Pirates of the Caribbean. I collect a lot of Frozen, so I had to have Olaf, and I love the Little Mermaid pins as well, and Toy Story. These are like collections that I have quite big range of. Christopher Robin, so cute. I mean, how amazing these pins. I'm so happy with them. And then on this board, I have this incredible Disneyland Park one. How amazing is that? We have Genie, we've got Chip and Dale as the Dapper Dans. I've got one on the other side as well. Had to have that one of Goofy playing golf because Benji loves golf. What's this one? Continuing the pin trading tradition. I thought that was so nice of Mickey. And then on this side, how amazing are some of these pins? Let me show you up close. So this one I loved. I thought that was so nice. And this little lunchbox actually opens. You can see all the snacks inside. Amazing. And this is the actual lunchbox they used to sell. We have Timothy Mouse, Belle, they actually sell this as an open edition, and Tink. They are all the pins I actually bought in PinHQ that I'm going to be keeping and adding to my collection. I love them so much. They bring me so much joy. Yeah, they're just gorgeous. I cannot tell you how happy this is making me, like showing you all my things. I think it's like my inner child when I was younger and I would show my mum like what I bought from Tammy, who remembers that, and New Look, and I'd give her a little haul, and then that basically inspired me watching haul videos and then making them on YouTube, and it kind of comes full circle. So when I do these like show and tell style hauls, I hope you know it comes from a place of being really excited to show you what I've been able to find and what you could maybe look at and give you some ideas and inspiration. All right, let's move on to books. Now, the bookshop that I absolutely must go to now whenever I'm in the US is Barnes & Noble, which is basically their equivalent of our Waterstones, and they have the most amazing books because they're all floppy. And when I say that, sometimes my American audience just don't really understand the difference. So at some point I should show you. I actually have a book account called Brogan's Books that I have dedicated as a little hobby on the side where I share reviews and favorites, and I have a free book club over there. So please come join me if you love reading. But let's whiz through what I bought, because one of the books I actually got in Target, this is Good Spirit. So we will talk about Target, but I just put all the books together. This is what I mean. If you're from the UK, you'll totally get this. The books are so nice. They are a bit more expensive than our books, but this is the first one anyway. This is BK Borison, Good Spirits. I've read a few of her books and not loved them, so I wasn't going to read this year, but the reviews were really good of this. They also had a red cover version. In fact, I'll show you. They had two different options, but yeah, it just sounded really great, and it's got sprayed edges as well, so I did treat myself to that one. And then the rest were all from Barnes & Noble. The first book I saw was this one. This is called The Deal by Elle Kennedy. This book is like 10 years old, I believe, but they have recently started doing these collector hardback editions. It was $31.99, and I actually went on Amazon and I've pre-ordered the other ones that are coming out, 2 in January and 1 in the summer. So I'm looking forward to having a whole collection of them. But I actually have been reading this and I'm 80% in. I've only got a little bit left, as you can see, so I should have finished it by the time you see this video. But again, gorgeous sprayed edges, beautiful copy. There's also like pictures. There's not many. I say pictures, it looks like a picture book, but there's like 4 or 5 of these like picture bits in, which is so fun. I've really enjoyed the story. It's set on a like university college campus in the US, and it's very spicy, but you can go and like read more about this if you're interested. But that was that one. I have read so many good things about this book. It's called Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt, and again, I could not help the sprayed edges, how lovely it is, this like floppiness. It's got a little fish. The reviews of this are so good. This is a Barnes & Noble exclusive with some special content. I've wanted to read this all summer and not had a chance, and now we're basically in the thick of winter. But this is Carly Fortune, One Golden Summer. It was just one of those books that I've had on my TBR for a while, and when I saw it and I felt it, I can't explain that this feels like a matte, nice material. I just wanted it in my hands. So that might be one that I dig out next summer, in all honesty. But yes, I've heard amazing things about this as well. And then I saw this. It's a book club journal, and as I mentioned, I run a book club on my Instagram account. It's in the broadcast channel if you're looking for it, and I thought this could be good to level up how I talk about books and my reviews, and just thinking more in depth about how I write a book review. And ultimately everything I do for the book stuff is all just a hobby, it's all for fun. I thought this was a really lovely journal and could be yeah, just a nice way to document everything that I read in 2026. It was on the shelf, it was the last one, and then I was looking on Amazon the other day and they do actually have it, so I will leave this link below. I'm not 100% sure how many Barnes and Nobles are in the area, but we went to one that was about 15 minutes from the Hard Rock. The address was Sand Lake Road, and there wasn't much else in the area, just as an FYI, but it's so nice to shop there. I just love it so much. So we did spend a good hour there. Benji loves it just as much as I do, and he's found some of his favorite books from just browsing in Barnes and Noble. Before we go into the outlets, I'm going to show you the final things I got in Disney Springs. So as I mentioned, Gideon's cookies. We have no more cookies to show you, unfortunately, but last time we went, we bought a couple of their candles. So we got 2 more. I think they're the same scent, I was gonna say flavor. This is the banana bread cookie candle. This smells literally like banana bread, like a bakery that only sells banana bread. It is absolutely divine. This is what it looks like. I cannot for the life of me remember how much it was, but I do know that it does produce a really strong, lovely scent, and it lasts ages. Benji was very excited about this purchase. Oh my god, it just smells like cookies. 2 more candles. Let's talk about Sephora. Got some beauty bits, which is so exciting. I went in with a little list, and I know we can get Sephora in the UK, but there are some brands that we can't get that are only out there, and they are so helpful in there. I asked someone for help, and she said, what do you need, what are you looking for? And I said I needed help with my curly hair. I've been on a real journey with it this year, and I was looking for some new products to be able to try, and she said, 1 second, let me get my colleague who's an expert in curly hair. So she pulled him over. He was like, what do you need? And I said, honestly, I'm quite open to trying a few different things. I've been on a journey with my hair. It's a little bit frizzy, but I just want to try some nice products because I'm really embracing the curls, and it's become a big part of my identity, if you like. And he was like, you need this, this, and this. And he pointed out and pulled me to all the different brands. The good thing about Sephora is they have a massive like mini section. So I was able to find small versions in some of the things he said, but this I did get in full size. So this is by a brand called Roz. I'm probably saying that wrong. I've never heard of them. This is a styling cream. He recommended me this leave-in conditioner. I think we can get this in the UK. The bottle's beautiful. This is Amica. Never tried any of their products before. Hydra Rush leave-in conditioner. This is called the Vegamore Mini Hydra 8 Weightless Repair Hair Oil. And again, I was able to find a small version. So a hair oil is so important, especially to help with the frizziness. Oh, look how pretty it is. I'm so excited. I love trying new beauty products. The big thing I went in there for was the Touchland anti-bacs. Last time I accidentally bought some of their body mist, which I'm actually using and liking, but this time I definitely made sure I had the anti-bacs. 3 different ones: Rainwater, Blue Sandalwood, and Berry Bliss. I love these Sephora foot masks. They're amazing if you've had a long day in the parks or in the summer or when your feet get really dry. And then the last thing on my list was to get the Tarte Creaseless Creamy Concealer. I bought a very small version about a year ago in the US and I loved it, so finally upgraded to the bigger one. So that was on my list to buy. I needed a cleanser. Concealer. I have no idea if you're still with me. This might be the longest haul I've ever done, but we keep going because we are finishing up with the outlets and Target. So let's move on to the outlets because there are a few things to note when it comes to shopping in the outlets and the malls. We didn't do any malls this time, but there is the mall in Millenia, which is right by Universal, and there's a really epic Target there as well. So you could combine the mall with Target, but we chose to skip the mall and just prefer to do the outlet. There are 2 different outlets that you need to know about, and they are a bit confusing because they have super similar names. You've got one that's closer to Disney and one that's closer to Universal. The Orlando International Premium outlets are the ones we went to that are closer to Universal, and the Orlando Vineland Premium outlets are the ones closer to Disney. They both have a Disney character warehouse if you're wanting to shop for the Disney stuff. I think I prefer the international ones, but if you're staying near Disney, Vineland is just closer, and that's the one we have typically gone to in the past. We have bought good things at both, and you can get very similar brands, but ultimately our favorite brands are Adidas. We got quite a few good things there. Hot Topic is an amazing store if you want to buy a Loungefly bag. They have so many like memorabilia, collectibles, really fun. Benji quite liked a store called Tops for some sports stuff. Obviously things like Coach, which I'll show you. I did buy a bag in Coach. They had an amazing range of things. And then also places like American Eagle. You've also got your Nike stores, and it's a great place to buy trainers. Like I said, Disney fans, the Character Warehouse. This is where you can get reduced Disney items. It is a bit of a jumble sale. It's so random, lots of seasonal things, but if you know you're coming back for, I don't know, Halloween or Christmas and the stuff is in the sale, then you might find some things that you love. Weirdly, they actually had the Mickey Alaska plush in there that we bought on our cruise. Wild. But they also had some really great pins that I picked up, as you would have seen, and some great like kids clothes, and you can find Spirit jerseys and sometimes Loungefly bags as well. So the Character Warehouse is worth popping in, but don't get your hopes too high because you can have like hit and miss days. I don't typically buy a lot in the Character Warehouse very often. It's only ever pins that I kind of come away with. So international outlets closer to Universal, Vineland are the Disney ones. We went to the Orlando International Premium Outlets, and this is everything I bought. Okay, let's start with Coach, because I did buy a bag, and we have Coach outlets in the UK as well, but I treated myself to this little baby and I'm so happy with her. I've even used it a few times already. I'm not sure on the keychain here. I may change that out myself, but this is a really beautiful little brown suede bag for those date nights or times where I only have my phone, my purse and a lipstick. I love it so much. I think the colour is gorgeous and the size is perfect. It's got a little inside zip too, and it did come with a little mini strap. I can like sling it on my shoulder, but mostly I have it as a crossbody. I love, love, love this so much. In the end, it was just over $200, so in pounds, it was £161.89. Let's move on to clothes. The first place that we had great success was Adidas. Benji got some really nice socks and he got some golf shoes, and I found some clothing items. Some of you know I've become a Formula One fan this year. I've loved buying F1 merch, specifically for Mercedes, because they're my team of choice. I love George and Kimi. By the time you see this, I think we've only got one race left of the season, but I have been wanting one of these tops for a while, but they are really expensive. This is like the team top, if that makes sense. And so yeah, this is the Mercedes tee. It's actually for men, but I tried it on and I just loved it. It was originally $100, but I paid $42 for it. So what's that, like 32, 35 pounds? Something like that. I love it, love it, love it. Next thing I got from Adidas was this white crew neck jumper, which I actually wore in Universal on our last day because it was so chilly. These are such good quality. So this was such a bargain. I paid $22 for it, but I think it was originally like triple that. Don't have the tag on it anymore because I wore it and loved it. Something else I really wanted was a thick, nice pair of joggers that I can just wear cozy at home. These were originally $85. I believe they're men's as well, but that doesn't bother me. I tried them on and they were $34 in the outlet. But they're this really nice like denim looking wash. They have zip pockets, they have a nice thick waistband. They just felt amazing on. For $32 they end up being like £25, which I think is really good. Oh, this t-shirt was from Uniqlo, so I should have shown you this in Disney Springs, but I thought I'd show you it anyway because it's so nice. This is for Benji, but honestly I might steal this. It's part of the Toy Story collaboration to celebrate the 30th anniversary, and loads of the characters are on the back. I love this t-shirt. I think that one might be one we share. American Eagle are one of my favorite brands, so they were on my little list to go to. Some of you might have seen I have this pink sweatshirt that I've been wearing quite a lot that I got in Canada, and it's from Aerie, which is like the sister brand, and I love it so much that I got another one. I actually got it in a very similar color to those tracksuit bottoms, but it's like this light blue wash. They are really oversized, really comfortable, so great for wearing working from home and with leggings. So I did pick up this. I couldn't help myself with this lounge set. I got the matching socks as well. I love skiing and we are going skiing for Christmas, and I just had to have these because they are the most perfect, super soft skiing pajamas. They are a long sleeve top and shorts, and I love them. I did try them on and they are so nice. And then look at the socks, the match. I cannot wait to put these away and wear them on Christmas Day. All right, let's talk about Target. Now, you all know what Target is and have maybe probably shopped there, but the big thing to know when you're going to Orlando is that you want to try and go to a super Target and give yourself at least an hour or 2 hours. We had so much fun here. I filmed quite a few clips, so I'm going to show you those now. I can't even explain to you how big this Target is. Like, that's the logo down there. It says Super Target. It's massive. I'm so excited. It's a Saturday night. I'm hoping it's not going to be too busy. We will easily spend an hour to 2 hours in here. I'm not joking. I want to go down all the aisles. I want to look at Christmas. I want to look at clothing, stationery, books, the whole works. This is what it looks like when you first come in. Christmas has arrived. How exciting.
Are you or are you not as excited about this as anything we've done so far or are yet to do here in Florida?
Correct. This is one of my favourite parts. I'm on the hunt for Wicked for Good merch. This is the first little section I found. It's with a brand called Blissy, I think. And they've got some really lovely like bedding and bits. We are literally plodding around this shop. Oh my god, Christmas! Official cookie taster. Oh, why is that so cute?
Your job role on that.
I love this. They've got these new Stanleys at Target. These are so pretty. What an amazing Christmas gift that would be. I love the travel section. Oh look, packing cubes. I actually bought my rucksack that I use for hand luggage from here. It's called Open Stories, the brand. I love it. And I also bought these last time I was here. And we've got these with us. I packed them. They are so handy for so many things. I'm looking at the books now. I feel like they don't have a massive section. There's some more around the corner, but I don't feel like this is the biggest book selection I've ever seen in a Target. There's a little bit more romance down here. This is what I was looking for. Oh, I love it. I wish that this was my local so I could shop here all the time because I love their books. If you only get one water bottle from one brand, make it a Wala. They are the best. We've talked about them so many times. We actually recently found them in Costco, but here you can see all the different sizes. So this one's a great everyday one. This one is a bit bigger.
I haven't ever seen this one.
No, I've got that one at home that I love. But yeah, there's some really nice
They
ones.
keep ice frozen for like 24 hours.
Ages, yeah. We're doing the food and drink aisles next. They've got Wicked absolutely everywhere. And I was like, oh wow, vanilla drizzle, quinoa crisps. No thanks. Look, they're everywhere. I want these Rice Krispie treats. These are my favourites. They sell Percy pigs. How insane is that? I wanted to pick up these, the Lemmy Daily Wellness Gummies, but somebody has opened them. The lid is like off inside. They peeled them back and tried them. I'm also in the beauty section, just looking for hair products. They don't seem to have everything I need and want, but I'm still looking at everything. All right, more Wicked stuff. It's looking a bit sparse, but this is by a brand called Katie Kimmy, and they have these really cute. Well, this is with a brand called Little Words Project. I know that Disney have some of these, but look at this one. It says Made in Oz, fantabulous. This one's so pretty. 2 hours later, we've got most things on our list. All right, now I'll show you what we got. I cannot remember the exact address, so again, I'll leave that below for you for which Target this was, but the Super Target means it's basically the biggest. I have been to smaller Targets and still had as good a time, but the Super one just has more clothes and bigger beauty and more books, that kind of thing. So you've already seen the book that I bought. We did buy some foodie things like Rice Krispie treats, which we love, but we've eaten all of those, I think. Oh no, we have one in here to show you these. These Rice Krispie treats. This is just a collaboration with Wicked actually, but these are amazing. They're the Kellogg's ones. They're my favourite, so we always get those. We've got some Nerds gummy clusters. We can get these in the UK, but I hadn't seen these flavours. Frosty Christmas themed one. Juicy Mega Strawberry Punch. They're like big versions. I'm not 100% confident if we have this version of these in the UK, so I bought 4 bags. But these are the True Fruit dried raspberries, the white chocolate ones. Oh my god, if you haven't had these, they are such an amazing snack. Oh my god, I forgot I got this. It's quite heavy. This is the Ghirardelli double chocolate brownie mix. Benji thought I'd lost the plot when I said I wanted this. Come on a Sunday in the winter when we've had like a roast or family are popping over, I love a brownie mix kit, and these just looked and sounded so great. I picked up this, perfect for iced coffee, but I have a protein shake every morning, and sometimes I am on the go or I'm running to the train station, and I just thought this could be quite a nice little cup for my collection. I don't have have a glass cup with a straw. It's by the brand Ello. Ello. But it just feels really nice. God, this is going to be so random. I got these Neutrogena makeup remover cleansing towelettes. There are times when I'm on planes or coming home from London and I just want a single makeup remover wipe. This is not something I'm going to be using every time I remove my makeup. They're just more the convenience of when I'm on the go and traveling, and I just, yeah, saw them and thought they would be so handy to pop in my everyday like makeup bag. Oh, I love this. I got a little bow coaster. The one I have on my desk at the moment is looking so rough. On my list to try was the Lemmy gummies. You may know this brand because Kourtney Kardashian is like the face of it. I don't know if it's her exact brand or she's an ambassador, but there's been so much about how these are really good and there are so many different ones. I wanted just like the general multivitamin ones, but people had opened them and stuck their fingers in them and tried them, so this was the only one I could find that hadn't been tampered with. De-bloat daily gummies, which I do suffer with bloating. I just thought I'd give them a go. The packaging's nice as well. But I also saw these as well, which I thought could be quite good for travel or just to try them, by a brand called Ollie. They're the sleep and the stress gummies. I got this coconut oil protein mask. My hairdresser said that protein is so important for curly hair, so I thought that he might approve of me having a deep conditioning mask. I got EOS lip balms in birthday cake. Again, I thought these could be quite good when I'm traveling and on the go. The Colgate Wisp. You've got your toothbrush with the toothpaste built into it. I thought these would be really good luggage tags that wouldn't break, because the ones we have at the moment are on their last legs and I have lost one as well, but these are by a brand called Open Story. These are to wrap up your cables and organize them. This brand is called Wrap It. I need a new pop socket because the one on the back of my phone, I don't know if you can tell, but my pop socket, it's not as strong as it used to be, and I kept losing it on the trip. It kept falling off. I said to Benj, if they have any nice ones, I'm going to buy a new one, and they did. They had this gorgeous like flowery design. It's the MagSafe, so it goes straight onto the back of my phone. That is definitely stronger. Yeah, that takes some force to get that new one off. Perfect. I can't believe I'm saying this, but that is everything I bought. I love going shopping at the outlets and Disney and theme park stuff, and I just had the time of my life, truly, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching and supporting our vlogs. I hope you enjoyed my haul and this guide and the vlog clips too, and it's giving you some ideas on where and how to shop when you go out to the US. So please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you again in my next vlogs. Bye!